Hi, welcome back to Guessagaingaming and another small video about Trinity Fusion. The last 3 videos I posted on the channel were all about this game, and I hadn't intended to necessarily make another one and post it straight away, but then I've been playing the game and I just wanted to make a small update. So I've been playing today and after a few failures, I think it's definitely one of those kind of games where you'll hit a sweet spot. And what I mean by that is if you just start off, you'll probably not be quite in the right flow of how to play and you'll probably get killed. If you've been playing it for too long, you'll get careless and fatigued, or at least I do, and you'll get killed. So you'll get a sweet spot where you're just in the right frame of how much you're akin to the controls and the movement and everything flowing right, and you're not really frustrated and tired and getting careless. And I got into that pretty fast today, and I've got through to power level 10. You can see on the left there, which is the highest level I've got without, well, it's the highest level I've got to, because I think I've got to level 5 or 6 before and died. So that's good, that's very good. I got better weapons, I've got better stuff. So you can see on the right at the top I've got 502 of those coiny things if I can find something to buy, and I've got a few other bits and pieces as well. And the most important thing on the column down the right just in front of my character, that's all the abilities you get, and they're very important because not only do they boost your character on the run, you lose them after, but they boost you on the actual run. But if you pick, and it will show you when you get them, if you pick more than 1 or 2 of them, I think you need 3 of a particular one, it gives you an extra added ability. So it pays to see which things you've already got a couple of things invested in and reinvest. And I've been obviously playing this run for quite a while now, so I've got quite a lot, so that's all very good. And I've also found I'm playing with a new character now called Kira, which is all good. I think I've mentioned that in the last game. I did get a chance to pick another character, I think, but I didn't have enough money, so I could swap them, but I didn't have the money to do it. So the game, I've gone through at least 3 or 4 different levels. I've gone through a warehouse area and a sort of basement sewery thing and a tunnel and something, city walls or something like that, and I'm now here. I found that lens thing that I was looking for and I ended up going further. It's a bit of a strange one because I kind of thought from what happened before that you'd end up going back to the base pretty regularly, but for some reason I haven't, and I've not needed to, so I haven't basically. So I've gone past lots of different obstacles, I've killed loads of different enemies, and it's all going pretty well. I didn't need to go there, I just wanted to jump there for the sake of it. So, as with what I said before, you'll always need to, if you get the chance, always pick life when you get the options of things you can have, because you'll always need that more than anything else. If you can pick other things and you've already got, you can't hold more than 1 extra life at any time. So if you've already got 2, then fine, pick something else. But the one thing you will always need is lives, and you can see I'm pretty low now. I've not got a spare life. I've got the money to buy one if I can find one, but I haven't got any spare. And that's the thing. I think you find that as you go on into the runs, you kind of find lives when you need them. This is the one time I really need one, and I haven't got one. So I'm hoping that there's one somewhere around here that's got some more money. I can drop down there. Yeah, let's go. But yeah, I think it's if you can survive as long as you can survive, which I've done now. Obviously I'm struggling for life, but if you can survive as long as you can, it will get easier. I fought at least 1, I think 2 bosses, and I actually got them. One I was on very low life and I thought I'm not gonna get past this, and I did. It was not easy, but I did it, and you get more used to it. So I think it's one of those games I'll definitely say at the beginning it's hard. Early levels are very hard, not because the levels are hard, but because you haven't got anything and you're not used to it. And it doesn't get more difficult. The boss I killed recently was easier to kill because I was on a higher power level and I was much more used to the game than the boss I killed at the beginning, where I think I tried to kill him at least 3 or 4 times and died. So yeah, you get these other little things, you get grenade things and buff things and shield things and those other things, those 2 little icons in the centre of things I've not used yet, which I probably will use now because I'm very low on life. Let's just see if I die or not, just to see what happens. Yeah, okay. Those red block things, or you'll get a part in almost every level where suddenly either the area will seal off or you'll get those red block things appear on either side and you can't leave until you defeat whatever's there. Sometimes it's just one thing, sometimes there's lots of things that spawn other things. It can be a bit annoying. The in-between. Do I want to go to the in-between? I don't know, I'll think about that. I don't really want to go to anything because I've not, I don't know, should I go there? Oh, let's just go there because I'm doing the video. And see if I get lives. It also pans out differently when you play it further on, because like I said, I didn't just go back to the base regularly when I finished a level. And also at the end of the early levels there's a bit where you can buy new stuff. There are bits where you can buy new stuff, but they're not necessarily at the end of any particular level now. They're just randomly somewhere, at least that's how they seem to me. So it's a game, like I said, I've really enjoyed it. It's not the kind of game I usually play. I think I've got better at it as I've gone. I think playing shooters like the Ascent and Warhammer, Inquisitor Martyr and the Division have made me better at shooters in general. That's not to say I'll be fantastic at all shooters, but this one, like I said, it's got you can pause it at any point in the level by pressing the center pad. If you die, you don't go back too far, and the combat can be frenetic and it can be a lot, and it's not an easy game, but it's not overwhelming, and that I think is something to bear in mind if you're not fantastically good at these games. Like I said, I've been quite good at all the ones I've just mentioned. So anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. I shall continue on because I like this a lot. And I shall see where I get to. I'm going to die or I'm going to get more life. There's not many. That's that thing I told you where you get to a bit where you can't go back. And if you get to this and you're on no life, you're in a bit of a... You're a bit stuck. And I can't stop falling into that, which isn't helping. Stop it! Okay, I died. Which is actually interesting because I wanted to find out what happened when I died. I mean, I know what happens when I die, but I'm kind of interested in where I go back to. So there you can see I did the Forge, which I completed, the Underground Labs. The other 2 I got through because I went to the in-between, but as you can see from the progress in the Overworld Lens and the City Walls, which is the last bit I did, and I knew the City Walls because you just saw me do it, I hadn't done everything there, I just came to this in-between. And the Overworld Lens, I came to the place I could go to City Walls, and I hadn't done it all, but I didn't know that at the moment. You can see I didn't complete those bits. But I got to the in-between, as we all want to, so I assume I go back to the base now. But yeah, it's a good game. The thing that will kill you, as with many games, is running out of lives. That's basically what it is. Even if you fight a big boss.
This looks nothing like the vids or pictures of crime I've seen. Where are we exactly?
I'll talk before I get them to talk again. Even if you fight one of the big bosses, what will kill you is really just running out of lives. You'll be able to defeat them once you get used to the jumps and the slides, and you're invulnerable when you slide. So once you get used to the controls and you've got better weapons, you'll be able to kill the bosses. It'll just be a question of having enough lives, because unlike lots of games, you can't stack up your lives. So even if you come across lots, you can't carry extra lives other than the one with you. So that will be the problem. I'm not going to go through, well, let's go through listening to what they're going to say.
This part of the Citadel is kind of like a panic room within Prime, totally cut off from normal space. The only way in or out is through that portal in the center, or by getting recalled by the Trinity process.
Alright. Suppose I should take a look around. Get familiar with it.
Okay, so that was something. Let me just see what, just so we know. Okay, so now, which is what I kind of thought, I can just swap what I want between the different characters, which I couldn't do before because I've done enough apparently to unlock them. So I've got that one, I've got that one, and I can play as whichever one I fancy playing with. I've not become accustomed yet to which one I like the best or which one I think is the best. That will come with time because I think one of them I've not played at all and the other two I've only played, well, the amount I played the game. So I'll experiment to see if this one I think is the better one or one I think is the most strong one in certain situations. As you'll never know, particularly from what I've seen in the game, what you're going to go into in the new levels, you won't be able to pick like that one's good at that, so I'll take that one. As far as I can see, that's not going to be the case. You just have to pick one for your kind of preferred play style or an aesthetic you like. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming and Trinity Fusion. I probably won't make the next video about this game. I'll probably make something about gaming news actually, but I will probably make another video about this game when I've progressed further or got something else to say, because like I said, I like this game a lot and I keep playing it, which is always a good sign. Anyway, thanks for watching Guessagaingaming. Till next time, take care for now.